Nihat kaptırıyor topu. Ali Tanrıoğlu çok süratli. Ali orta yapacak. Sert orta. Sert orta.
Welcome everyone back to another Maestro Game production, and after losing 2 of our first 3 games, we've been on quite the unbeaten run, but we did run into Trabzonspor and of course Fenerbahçe between episodes. So we are here in the lovely Akhisar for our game against Akhisarspor, but do we still have that unbeaten run? Well, let's hop into Football Manager 21, find out, and then crack on with today's episode. After what can safely be seen as a pessimistic approach to how I thought these 2 games would go, as you can see, the first one went pretty nicely. Lovely goal from Mad 50 minutes in. We also had a yellow card for Obilor, but as you can see, they got a player sent off 38 minutes in. Their manager wasn't too pleased with that. It was a second yellow card. He thought he shouldn't have got sent off. He should have got sent off. He did get sent off, and well, we capitalised on the man advantage. So, as you can see, the team played pretty well all around. We did have Gerkan on 6.5, who struggled. 6.7 for Mailman, which is meh. Milinkovic, though, 6.8, decent effort. We then have 7.3 on Zubzuk. The backline of Kuble, Obilor and Lassen was 7.2, 7.3, 7.5. Midfield of 7s for both Shirok and Mehmet, 7.9 for Sinan and 7.3 for Mad up front. Our substitutes was as follows. Omar came on for the Mailman, he got 6.8. 6.6 for Gullier, he had a bad effort over on this left hand side, but we had to bring him on because we were substituting Gerkan off. And then to replace Gerkan, we had Kun, who got a 6.4 and had a bad game himself. So, in hindsight, we should have probably just kept them 2 wingers on, because both of the new wingers went and played absolutely awful. So that was that. We then have the match statistics, of course. We had 16 shots, they had 7-8 on target to their 4, 1.36 XG to 0.97, 12 corners to 8, 16 fouls to 18, 1 yellow card to 5 yellow cards, 91% passing. Our passing is amazing, to 87%, and then 56% possession to 44. But how did we get on against the big boys of Fenerbahçe, the unbeaten Fenerbahçe? Well, as you can see, the unbeaten Fenerbahçe is still that. They came to our home and dismantled us. Absolutely ripped to shreds. 7 minutes in, scored an opening goal. Samatta was amazing. I'll give him all the props. Samatta was just, look, he scored 1. He then goes and passes it to Mertz on the edge of the area, who smashes in a second. We then have Novak. He throws it in to Zach. Probably Emrehan should have done better, but Samatta again smashes it in the right-hand side. 3-0. Then a 4th goal comes. Guess who goes and scores that one? Yes, it's Samatta. Slots it in the bottom right-hand side. Terrible day. But as you'll see from the player of the match, because I believe Zubzuk, of all people, went and got the player of the match, which we can't see on here, weirdly. But yes, I'm pretty sure Zubzuk got the player of the match, which just goes to show how much Samatta really dominated that game. So, our starting lineup, there was a few players who did okay, but for the most part, it was rather disappointing. Zubzuk, like I said, 6.9. Obilor got a 6.9, we got a 6.7 on Kuble, 6.8 on Omar, who came off the bench. But look at the rest of them. 6.4 Lassen, 6.3 and 6.5 in central midfield. You're always going to struggle when you play like that. 6 for Milinkovic, 6.3 for Mehmet, 6.3 for Gerkan, and 6.3 for Mads. With that, you're never going to score, and with that, you're going to concede quite a lot of goals. So, yeah, struggling from the off. Sedat Dersen come on for Obilor, because I was reminded that Obilor is 1 yellow card away from a suspension. So I thought, well, we're going to lose this game anyway. We may bring Sedat on, give him a bit of game time against the best team in the league. Then we have Volkan. He came on, got 6.5. He came on for Shirok. Shirok was playing absolutely awful. Gullier, of course, came on over here. 6.4 again, didn't do anything. Kun didn't do anything with his 6.6 on this right-hand side. So, how did this game go? Well, the stats actually sound like a very 50-50 game, but as you know from the score, it wasn't. So, 9 shots to their 13, 4 on target to their 9, 0.83 XG to their 1.98. I think that's where you see the separation between the 2 sides. 4 corners to 4 corners, 19 fouls to 12. 2 yellow cards to 1 yellow card, 88% passing to their 88. They actually matched us. Finally met a team that can match us on passing. And 54% possession to 46. But without further ado, we of course have our game today. So without further ado, let's go hop in that one and I'll see you there in just a second. Right everyone, we're back in the tactical meeting room yet again for today's game, and as you can see, our assistant is suggesting we go from balance to attacking, and considering they are 20th in the league and we are currently still second, even after getting smashed by Fenerbahçe, I think that's not a bad approach. So we're going to change from balance to attacking. We then have, of course, ease off tackles. Rather not. Highly recommended to tell Faith to ease off tackles in the next match as he's a one booking away from suspension. No, we're going to leave him to play his own game. Opposition instructions, we're going to apply all of those. We never make the changes to the lineup because we decide the changes to the lineup. Tackle harder. I believe the instruction. Nah, we're fine with that. Reduce defensive duties. No, we'll leave that as it is. And without further ado, let's get into the team sheet. So this is, of course, the team we had for the previous game. Omar was on this left-hand side because I forgot to mention Mailman was on international duty for the Fenerbahçe game. So we was unable to use him, so we had to slot in Omar. So we shall go to the starting 11, which, as you can see, he's still on international. Great. He's still on his international with Iraq. So, Omar, guess you're playing today on the left-hand side. Congratulations, Omar. We are then going to bring on Schmelzer on his spot on the bench. I don't think there's anyone else who needs swapping up. Anel's still struggling for goals. He's sitting on our bench, of course. We have Mad. Fitness concern with Adigan. Okay, so Emrehan, Adigan, I guess you're not playing today. As you can see, though, we've got some nice link up. Also on this side, when we do have the Mailman and Milinkovic linking up. But as you can see, Gerkan is now linking up with Lassen. We've got our nice central midfield link up, and Mehmet linking up nicely with Mad. So what I'm going to do is, instead of messing this up and messing this up, we'll just add in Volkan. I know he's not as good, but we'll slot him in because I don't want to mess up these front two. So slide him in. Then who is going to be the replacement for Emrehan? Because we can't be having you with that sort of condition. In fact, Ozkan's condition's a bit meh. Same with Lassen, but we can substitute them if they're a little bit tired later on in the game. So Emrehan will remove you, and we shall bring onto the bench Recap, I guess. I guess Recap is the solid man we can slot on to bring into that central midfield role. And without further ado, let's progress. Submit the team. Omar, yes, we know they're all lacking match sharpness. So, 3 players are concerned about the tactical familiarity, but as you can see, all of these are pretty happy, except Kun. Kun always has something to complain about. I always have something to complain about with him as well. He's not playing the greatest, is he? As you can see, the opposition instructions went well, so let's crack on with this. Now, do they have anyone in their team we should worry about? That is the question. No, I don't see anyone they have who should particularly worry us, so that's nice to see. So let's pump fists. Yeah, go give away every display of what the media has been saying. Ali Tandugan. Yes, I've read that up a lot. Ali Tandugan. Men are on a poor run of 15 league games without a win, and our relegation candidates find themselves in 20th place in the Super League. Your Bursaspor team look more than capable of dealing with them. Are you comfortable of a win? Yes. I'd consider us strong favourites. How big of an absence will Mailman be due to international commitment today? It's not ideal, but we're adapting, and we believe we can go out there and win. Although I would much prefer to have the Mailman. He does deliver some very good balls down that left-hand side. So let's jump straight in. As you can see, we have a kick-off highlights. Not sure if that's a good sign, though. They tried a ball over the top. Schrock nods it down. Milinkovic, maybe it is. Maybe it's a beautiful start to the game. Milinkovic running through the defence. Not the greatest of shots now, was it? That was rather terrible, if I do say so myself. Now, as you can see, Galatasaray is 2 points behind us as things stand. 1 point if we lose this, of course. But we hope to win this. So hopefully we can make it 4. Hopefully we can cement that second place spot at least for one more game, which is a midweek game. So it's not even for a week. It's at least for the next 3 or 4 days. So, first of all, we're half an hour in, we haven't scored, so we are going to demand more. I'm sorry, lads, but I expect a goal by now. We're half an hour in. We are the better team. We're second in the league. We're versing 20th. Autumn, planted down there. Kublai, coming down the left-hand side, runs into the back of Omar, but then he just plays it back to Zubzuk. Zubzuk, will he go short to Obilor, perhaps? No, he's going to Kublai. Interesting. Kublai gets it over to Omar on this left-hand side. He has Milinkovic. Is he going to play it or go alone? He looks to go alone. He plays it across to Milinkovic now, though. Milinkovic has Mad in support. Plays it across to Gerkan, though. Gerkan can't get onto the end of it. It's cleared. Shirok nods it down to Volkan. Back to Shirok once more. Omar is still on this left-hand side. Volkan will find him. Omar plays it across to Milinkovic. Will he get a shot off? He does. It's a beautiful effort. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't go in. It was a nice attempt. I like the build-up. I like the effort. Omar, thrown into Mehmet. Now short to Omar. Lovely ball in. Gerkan, no, Mad will get onto it. Mad beats Gerkan to the ball. 9th goal of the season, slotting it into that bottom right-hand corner. And we have a goal just before half-time, ladies and gents. Salmani had no chance. So, let's have another look at that one. Omar whips it in. Lovely finish by Mad. Gets past Musa. And we are 1-0 up. Let's go. As you can see, Ozcan shattered. So we should probably take Ozcan off at half-time. I love Ozcan to bits, but he's tired. Same with Milinkovic, and Lassen's also a bit tired. So I'm not going to triple sub, but we do need to keep an eye on them in the first, 10 minutes of the second half. So you're playing well. You're playing okay. You know what? Everyone's doing good. I'm happy with performance so far, lads. I know I was harsh on you. I know after half an hour I said you haven't scored, I'm mad, get scoring some goals. But you're performing admirably. I'm happy with you. It's okay. So 55 minutes in. Ozcan's giving everything. I think we should take him off for recap. I think I should take him off. Not necessarily for recap though. Sinan. Sinan's been performing well there, and this is triggering me, but I always shuffle it about and end up forgetting to turn it back around. So we're going to do that. And then we'll go to our normal substitution time. We'll let it progress on. A few more minutes. Maybe we'll go a bit longer. Can some players go longer? Lassen cannot. Lassen has to come off now. So, since Lassen needs to come off, we'll make our substitutions in this particular moment. Condition. Milinkovic is a little bit on the tired side, so Aaron can come on for Milinkovic. We're going to swap Aaron, in fact. Instead of doing inside forward, it can be a winger on attack. We're then going to go with... You know what, Gerkan? Would you rather be a winger? We'll put you on winger support. We'll try some wingers instead of double inside forward for the rest of this game. We then have Shirok. He's a little bit tired. We should probably freshen up the central midfield. So, who is best to slot in there? Kublai could slap... You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to give Musin a chance at ball-winning midfielder, and we're going to play Schmelzer on this right-hand side. I know it's a bit different, but gotta experiment. We're playing bottom of the league. This is the opportunity for us to experiment. We know Musin can play in that ball-winning midfielder role, but he has been training as a defensive, well, a wing-back on the right-hand side, so maybe he's going to be more defensive-minded, but that doesn't matter too much because he is playing quite a defensive central midfield role. We don't particularly want him going forward, so it's not a problem in that sense. That was almost a problem, though. Don't let him run through us like that, my friends. Please do not let him run through us like that. That was awful. Musin, though, throw in right near the corner flag, plays it to Gerkan. Now Schmelzer tries to cross it in. It's cleared away by Korei, me. Kublai coming down this left-hand side. Can he get past his man? Doesn't look like it. Plays it across to Volkan instead. Obilazek has a space if we find him at the centre circle, perhaps. No, going with Kublai down left-hand side once more. Omar now with Aaron. Aaron has Omar if he wants to pull it back to him. Doesn't. Goes across to Mad instead. Mad plays it across to Gerkan. Lovely passing. And we just passed it into the net in the end. We passed it across their defence. And Gerkan Demir gets his third goal of the season. That's how good our passing is. We don't need to shoot. We just pass it through their defence and then we just pass it into the goal. It's quite simple, really. Look, Aaron passes it across. Mad passes it across. Gerkan passes it past the keeper into the net. Bish bash bosh. 2-0. Simple but effective. Like me. Very simple. Not so much on the effective. That's simple. Anyway, Oblor for Kun. That's an interesting suggestion. Not going to go with it. Sinan takes the free kick. Now, can Sinan get a goal from this free kick? Or will he perhaps play in the ball? No, he goes greedy. He goes, I don't play enough games. I'm going to try and get a goal. And then doesn't get a goal. So, Sinan, that's why you sat on the bench, my friend. I really don't understand this Oblor for Kun substitute. Like, I get it. He's tired. Like, a lot of players are tired. But, no. Even the fact that he's one yellow card away. Why would I bring on a right back for our centre back? Like, it doesn't make sense. I was going to take Oblor. I'll take him off for Seda. Or for Ahmet, even. If you want to make that suggestion, suggest like Ahmet here. Like, no. Stop being stupid. Our assistant. He's gone crazy. He's gone absolutely crazy. But you know who hasn't gone crazy? Our players. They have been magnificent. Zubzuk got 7.3 in goal, but that wasn't good enough. Our best performer was Kubilay. He got 7.8 in the end, alongside Oblon a 7.5. Omar even got a 7.8 on the left-hand side, 6.9 for Schmelzer, 6.9 for Musin and Volkan and Eren. Sinan got 6.7, 7.4 for Gerkan, 7.7 for Mad, 6.9 for Chirok, 6.8 for Lassen, 6.9 for Milinkovic, and 6.8 for Mehmet. And, well, they only had 4 shots in the end to our 20. They had 1 on target to our 9, 0.25 XG to our 2.17, 8 corners to our 13, 9 fouls to our 7, 2 yellow cards, 0 yellow cards, 76% passing to our 89. 39% possession to our 61. So, pretty simple game. In the end, we dominated them. And you know what? I'm very happy with the result and the way played, lads. You need a confidence boost after what happened against Fenerbahçe, so I'm going to boost them up a little bit. So, Zera Ozuna, you've got to be pleased with the result and the performance. Yes, I am. I'm very impressed. We did everything we set out to do. Yeah. What sort of impact do you think getting goal just before halftime had? It certainly made the halftime talk a lot easier. It did. I was going to be a little more aggravated if we didn't go in with a goal. So it was nice that we picked up the goal, because it meant I didn't have to yell at the lads and hit their morale a bit more. So Best Paw are awarded 246,000 again for another win. I'm of course going to deal with the media and go through all of this palaver. And well, we are now in January transfer window. As you can see, we've got 215,930 to spend with 22.5 grand per week. Not sure who we're signing. I have no idea. I don't know if I'm going to sign some more players for this season, because as you can see, we've had quite the cracking season. I think I might focus on developing for next season and utilising the money a bit better, because you get more bang for your buck, I feel, when you buy players for next year rather than buying them for the current season. So I might do that, might invest in getting some players who are running out of contracts. But for now, of course, that is the end of the episode. When we come back, we are going to be playing our cup game. We're going to be playing against... Should I even attempt this one? Yeah, let's attempt it. Let's completely butcher it. Buyukşehir Belediye Spor. Again, I've probably completely butchered that, but that is the team we shall be playing in the next episode. I thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a lovely night, and goodbye.